Hello, flute players. We're going to be working on A Midnight Sky. We're going to be looking at measure 1 through 17. We're going to go through notes and rhythms and things like that. So make sure you have your flute with you. Make sure you have your music with you. Mine keeps falling down. Okay, so let's begin. At any time, if things are going too quickly or you didn't understand or you need to go back, you can pause, you can rewind, you can rewatch, practice, and repeat. The point of this whole thing is that you will learn your part so that when we come back together and put it all together, we can see how it fits together. Okay, we shouldn't be using band time to go through each individual person's note names and fingering, so please use this video to the best of your ability. If you have questions, I would gladly answer those for you in person, okay? But I do want you to take the time to learn your notes and your rhythms and things like that. So we're gonna start off on our good old B flat, and then we go to C, no thumb, and D. Then we go back to C, measure 2, C, B flat, F. That again is C, B flat, F. Jump down to B flat, C, D. First 3 notes of our concert B flat scale. End in measure 3 with a C, 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 B flat, F. So far we've only used 4 notes from our concert B flat scale. We've used our B flat, we've used our C, we used D, and we used F. That's only 4 notes out of the 8 that you are expected to know already. Okay, so that makes it a little easier. Let's try playing that. Measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? So I'm gonna go back and probably fix out my tone quality, especially on the note F. It didn't come out as clear as I would like. Please notice between measure 1 and 2, there is a breath mark. Breath mark means take a breath. If you don't need breath, take a pause. And we're gonna try really hard to not breathe anytime it doesn't have a breath mark. If we have to, because we're flute players and that takes a lot of air and a lot of air gets wasted, what you do not wanna do is you do not wanna breathe after a bar line. Okay, that's the key. Don't breathe after a bar line. We're looking to breathe in between the measures, sneak it in. If we go on measure 7 and 8 note-wise, that is our concert B flat scale. First 5 notes right off the bat. B flat, C, D, E flat, F. That's all that is. Look at that. Let's do that. 7 and 8. Ready? Go. Did you hear where I snuck in my breath? Okay. So hopefully that one makes sense because that's just your scale. That's great. That makes it so much easier. All right, measure 9, you have 2 beats of silence. You have a half rest. This is gonna get confusing because I believe it's the trumpets and clarinets that they do not have that rest. They start playing, you guys have to wait 2 beats. And then it goes back to exactly what you had at the very beginning. Same exact stuff. B flat, C, D, C, C flat, C, C, B flat, F, B flat, C, D. Now here's where, nope, it's exactly the same. C, 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 B flat, F. Now that's measure 13, that's the first note there. And then that is where it changes because you're kind of been off by 2 beats. So let's try 9 up to the first note of 13. It's the same thing we just played in the first 4 measures. I'll give you 2 beats of silence. Ready? 1, 2. Again, first 4 measures, those 4 measures, exactly the same. They're just shifted over 2 beats, okay? So if you can play it at the beginning, you can play it there. Measure 13, we just played F. We go to G, F, B flat, E flat, D, C, D, that's a tricky one, D, B flat, F, E flat, and then you can choose either C or B flat. Okay, let's do 13, 14, 15, 16, again, pause, go back, watch those fingers, learn those notes, practice that first. Here we go, here's 13, starts on F, scoot over so you can see my fingers. Ready? And that time I chose C. Let's do that one more time and take it a little bit slower. 13, 14, 15, 16. Ready? And that time I picked B flat. Okay? All right, let's go from the very beginning up to measure 17. And in measure 5, we are going to count. That's 2 measures of silence, 2 measures of rest. That's what that black bar with the number 2 over it means. So we're going to start at measure 1, and we will count our rests. And we need to take it a little bit slower because this song is not too fast. Ready? Get ready. Rest, rest. So I tried really hard to get my air to last. I am not a flute player, so my air did not last as long as I would like it to. So that would be something that I would want to practice for sure. Sitting with good posture, holding my flute up, not looking down like that, and then using my air sparingly. All right. Couple tricky parts just to look back on is definitely the DCD part. Get really comfortable with that. Make sure that this thumb is kind of right underneath that first button. Don't let it stray like I do. Keep it right there, and that's a good support system when you have to go like that. So it's not like, in measure 8, the words poco rit stand for a little bit slowing, so make sure you're paying attention to that. Tempo means back to the original tempo, so we're not going to be slowed down any longer. Okay, and we do have some crescendos, like in measure 11 and 12, that means to get louder, not like blasting louder, but we do want to like increase volume. We have that in measure 7, and then in measure 8 is a decrescendo. Decrescendos are really hard on the flute because it's all about airstream, okay? Playing quiet on the flute is tricky. Let's focus on getting notes and rhythms out first, okay? All right, again, please pause, go back, repeat. Make sure you are really solid on your part before you come back on Monday with your instrument, okay? See you later.